Eagles-Niners, round one in Philadelphia at the Link. Should be a great one. Coy Camiscioli, Philly Sports Talk here. Going to preview the game for you, give my thoughts on the game, my predictions, and what I think about the Eagles benching their starters last week against the Commanders. So we'll start with that. We'll kind of go from chronological order here. Obviously, Tanner McKee got the start. Really no starters for the Eagles at all. Devontae Smith played the first two offensive drives to get his 1,000 yards receiving. Other than that, nobody in the offense. And then kind of a little bit on the defensive front. Jordan Davis, I think, got a couple snaps. Moro Jomo was in there. Nolan Smith. Jalix Hunt, who had a pretty good game. So a couple guys here and there for the Eagles, but that was really about it. And I have to say, I'm fine with it. So they've got a lot of backlash. And if you listen to my Eagles podcast throughout the year, you know that I am huge on the 2 seed, the 1 seed, that this team, the way their offense is, they need to maximize their playoff home games. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen unless the Bears lose round one to the Packers. We'll just have to see. But the way I look at it, I trust Sirianni. I trust this team. They played 21 games last year. You guys have to remember that. They played 21 last year. They would have had to have played another 21 this year in order, like, if they were to accomplish it all and win the Super Bowl again. That's a lot of games. And with the bye being quite a long time ago right now for the Eagles, it's not a bad thing to rest the starters. What we did last year, too, with the 2 seed. So, listen, it stinks because, obviously, the Bears lost. We could have had it. We don't get it. But I'm not too concerned. I honestly think the Niners are a better matchup for this Philadelphia team. It's kind of a hot take of mine. I truly believe it. It's more so what happens after that. But again, I trust this team. I trust Nick Sirianni. There's no reason you should not trust them. They won the Super Bowl. They've been in 2 already. You got to trust these guys. They've had the bye once. They haven't had the bye one time. You just have to understand that they know what they're doing at this point. And listen, we'll see if anything comes back to bite us. But enough on that game. I do hope the whole Tanner McKee nonsense has been shut down now after that game, because Eagles honestly should have won that game against the Commanders, but he did not play that well at all. Now, granted, Tank Bigsby should have got a lot more carries after that touchdown score, and he got like 1 the rest of the game, whatever it was. That's vintage Kevin Patullo right there. So, listen, who cares? It's a Week 18 game, and we're on to the Niners now. So we'll preview that. Again, I think this is a good matchup for the Eagles. I'm just going to pull up their injury report right now. It's really, really bad on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, offensively, we already know what's going on with Brandon Ayuk. He's, whatever the hell he is, he's out of there. So he's not there. That's obviously their biggest weapon. Ricky Pearsall did not practice on Thursday. I'm recording this late Thursday night. That's not trending in the right direction, obviously. You'd think he'd probably log a limited at this point. So the first thing that I've been joking around with my friends about a lot is if he doesn't play, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are guarding Jawan Jennings and DeMarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne. That's not a favorable matchup for the Niners at all, at all. And Trent Williams too. He missed last week, but he was limited participant in Thursday's practice. I got a good feeling he'll play, suit up Sunday. I don't think he'll miss it. George Kittle was limited as well. He's going to play as well. But that's just not good. And honestly, if you look at the trends of all the Niners' losses this year, they're all the teams with really good defensive fronts, really good defenses in general. Their only chance offensively is with CMC if they can get him going. The Eagles have had a little bit of a tougher time against the run game. But other than that, I just don't see how this team can operate against our defense. I flat out don't. Their weapons are not there. And Brock Purdy's good. I'm a fan of Brock Purdy. I think he's almost become a little underrated. But he's not one of those guys that can overcome that much going on around him. And that's just the offense. Getting to the defensive side, it's even worse. They're missing all their starting linebackers, including Fred Warner, Tatum Bethune as well. Dean Winters is questionable to play in this one. It's just been an ugly, tough go for the 49ers lately with their injuries. They had to sign Kaiser White, and he played with the Eagles a couple years ago. There's no reason that we should not eat against this defense. Dallas Goedert should. Everyone should from top to bottom. It is a good matchup for this Eagles offense that has had a lot of trouble this season. That's why I don't mind this matchup. I really don't. So with all that said, it's a tough look for the 49ers, that is, on their injury report. As for the Eagles, we're looking pretty good. Marcus Epps, was upgraded to full participant after a concussion. Grant Calcaterra was limited after that hip drop tackle on Sunday. Dallas Goedert was limited. Jalen Carter was limited. He's going to be playing. Lane Johnson's back to playing. Azeez Ojulari is designated return from IR. So the Eagles are kind of getting healthy. That bye week, technically kind of bye week of not playing their starters, definitely will help this team down the line. And I think it was the right move. I really think it was the right move. Now, if Chicago wins against the Packers and we win and we go to Chicago and we lose, it's easy to point and say that's not the right move. And honestly, fair enough. But we're just going to have to see. But right now, I trust this team, what we're doing. Surprisingly enough, I have confidence in this team for this game. Anything after this is kind of a wild card. But yeah, I think the Eagles are going to get the job done. I think we're going to win like 27-14 or something. I think we're just going to completely shut down this 49ers team. But again, listen, there's nothing consistent about this Eagles team this year. We could easily go out and lose this game. But this is one game that I'm surprisingly confident in. So I'm just going to have to keep riding with the Eagles. I think the Niners are just too beat up. I think we're going to find a way to do it. I think we're going to go to the divisional round, and we'll just have to see who we're playing between, Rams, Panthers, or Bears. So we'll just have to see. But I got them doing it and moving on to the divisional round, and we'll see where we go from there. But that's going to do it. I'll recap probably out on Monday or Tuesday, but stay tuned. Go Birds.